Hey guys, this is Mr. H. Hey, I'm going to do a couple questions from the advanced completing the square assignment that I created. And in fact, what I want to do is I want to show you that this box that I have here, it's a square with two halves of a rectangle, one on one side, one on top of the square. And basically what I'm trying to show you visually is what completing the square looks like. Now, if you're not familiar with this figure, then you need to come up here and watch this video. I'm going to have a link for a video up here. Click on it and it'll explain what this figure means. And hopefully then you can come back here and watch this. But I'm going to do a couple questions, 2 or 3 questions from this assignment, and hopefully this will make sense to you. All right, so the very first one I have, let's get this going. So I have x squared minus 16x plus 12 equals a negative 10. Now I'm going to move the constant to the other side. So I'm going to have x squared minus 16x equals a negative 22. Now I need to get this into the kind of completed the square form. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take half of this negative 16, the b, and this is going to be a negative 8. This is going to be minus 8. So what I know is that I'm going to add 64 to both sides. So this is going to be x minus 8 squared, and 64 minus 22 is 42. All right, so I'm looking for the one that matches this, and that's this one here. And so I submit it, and it says, nice job. Okay, let's do another one. Go to the next problem. I am just going to be reusing this box. I'm not, because once I understand what this box is doing, I'm pretty much done. All right, so let me get this. So this one is x squared minus 15x plus 10. I'm going to go ahead and move the plus 10 to the other side by subtracting 10. So I'm going to have minus 1 on this side. Now, same thing as I did before. I need to take half of the negative 15. So if I take half of a negative 15, that is 7.5. So this is going to be minus 7.5. And then I'm going to have minus 7.5 here, right? So I know I'm going to have x minus 7.5. I know that. I just have to figure out what do I need to do for completing the square. So if I complete the square, let me go grab the calculator real quick. Where's my calculator? Why is it up there? All right, so I'm just going to do parentheses. Now you got to put negative numbers inside a parentheses when you square them. All right, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to square it, and I have 56.25. So that's what I am going to add to this. Let me click on this. So that's what I'm going to add. So I'm going to add 56.25, which means this is going to be 55.25. So that's what I'm looking for. X minus 7, 55.25. That would be this one. All right. Now, I think I'm going to do one more. So let me reuse this, go back, set everything back up. So I can keep reusing this for as many questions as I have. And if you understand how to use it, you'll be good to go. All right, so let's go. This is x squared minus 16x. I got minus 15. I'm going to move that to the other side. I'm doing all this in one step to kind of save a little time. So that's going to be plus 15. So this is going to be negative 5 plus 15 is going to be a positive 10. So now from here, I'm going to take half. I'm going to take half of the negative 16, and that's going to be a negative 8, and this is going to be a minus 8. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 64 to both sides. I'm going to rewrite this as x minus 8 squared equals 74. So that's what I'm looking for. 8 minus 8 equals 74. There we go. All right, so now I'm going to go, and I'm actually going to go all the way through, and I'm going to complete the square to solve some of these. So let me get this set up real quick. Go back. Come on. Go all the way back. All right, so here we are. And now what I'm going to do is rewrite the equation. I got x squared minus 10x equals a negative 8. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take half of the b, and that's going to give me a negative 5. A negative, what happened? Click off. So this is going to be a negative. I hate when my stuff doesn't work. It's so frustrating. Yeah, it looks like let me pause it. Okay, guys, I got my iPad working again. All right, so we're going to take half of a negative 10, so it's going to be minus 5. This will be minus 5. So this is going to be 25 and 25 here. So we're going to rewrite this as x minus 5 squared, which is this now, equals 25 minus 8 is 15. Oh, nope. 20, it's 17, actually. Yeah, it's at 17. So now I just take the square root of both sides. So this will be x minus 5 equals plus or minus square root of 17. Move the minus 5 over by adding, and this is my answer. So I'm going to do 5 plus or minus the square root of 17. Let's see if this works. All right, good. All right, sorry about the little mix-up with my iPad. So let me go back and reset everything. I'm going to do, I think, at least one more of these. So this one is 5x squared. Now, this is one of those ones that I wanted you to see. So if you have, and I'm going to make this minus 10x, and then I'm going to make this plus 80. So all I did was I moved the 10x over to the left-hand side by subtracting. I moved the minus 80 to the other side by adding 80. But look, here's the key. You have to have one x squared, not 5, not 4, not 3. So you got to divide by the leading coefficient. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to divide by 5, 5, 5. So this is going to be 1x squared minus 2x equals 40, or it's going to equal 16, actually. No, it's going to equal 18, sorry. 5, 3, actually it's 16. Sorry for I'm doing all this kind of quickly in my head, my bad. All right, so now, from here, we're going to take half of a negative 2, so that's going to be minus 1 here. Minus 1 squared. This is what I'm going to add to both sides. I'm adding 1 here, adding 1 here. So now I can rewrite this as x minus 1 squared equals 17. Take the square root of both sides. And I'm almost done. So it's x minus 1 equals plus or minus square root of 17. X equals 1 plus or minus the square root of 17. Let's see if that works. So we got 1 plus or minus the square root of 17. Oops. And then submit it. And it says, nice job. Okay, let me go for one more. None of these have been as smooth as I like. But the whole thing is, if you understand this little diagram or this little box that I've created, this it's almost a square, not quite. That's the whole point. We got to complete the square, and then we'll be good. So let me take this. We got x squared. I'm going to move the minus 14x over, so it's going to be a positive 14x. And I'm going to move the positive 36 to the other side, so it's going to be minus 36. So I'm kind of doing this to save a little bit of time on the video. But from here, I'm going to take half of the, I need a different color. I'm going to take half of the 14. So that's going to be positive 7. I'm going to put plus 7 here. So plus 7 squared is going to be 49. So that's what I need to add to both sides to complete the square and keep it in balance. And then I can rewrite the left-hand side as just x plus 7 squared. And this equals 49 minus 36, which is 13. And now I can complete the square on both sides by square rooting. So this is going to be x plus 7 equals plus or minus the square root of 13. And then I move the 7 over, so it's a negative 7 plus or minus the square root of 13. That's my answer. That's what I'm going to try to put in here, negative 7 plus or minus the square root of 13. Submit it. And it says, nice job. All right, so I had a couple technical difficulties, but I hope you were able to stay with me. Here's the key. If you understand this diagram, and again, I'm going to have a link up front that you can go watch if you don't. All you're going to do is, if you have, let's say 1x squared plus bx plus c, you're always going to take this b, and it's going to be b over 2 here, and it's going to be b over 2 here. We're going to need to square this to complete the square, and then we're going to need this to rewrite that perfect trinomial as a binomial squared, right? This is ultimately what we want to get to, because once we get here, we can just take the square root of both sides, and we're ready to go. All right, I hope this has been helpful. If it hasn't, leave me a comment, come see me, but let me know that. All right, I'm going to stop and post this. And again, I apologize for a couple of hiccups. All right, bye.